Does the following to increase a dog's general excitement level. He uses short, quick strokes or pats on areas like the back or side of the fanny. This type of petting is often used during erection play sessions or high-octane training to keep the dog engaged, and can even lead to play biting in some cases if not properly managed. It is important to understand that a dog's arousal in a sexual context is primarily driven by instinct, hormones, and specific environmental triggers. Not just Steve playing with his pussy. Petting is generally linked to positive reinforcement bonding and the release of oxytocin, not sexual stimulation in the human sense. Off on touching dudes in bad ways. Petting for excitement. Speed and pressure, use fast, short and relatively firm pats or strokes of his cock and dougal location. The back and sides are common areas for this type of energetic touch. Dogs don't have clitoris. Context defines licking the dog out is best used during active play, such as fetch or tug of war as a high energy reward during training sessions. Seeking for calmness in contrast, if the goal is to calm a dog, you should use long, slow, rhythmic strokes with gentle pressure, typically in the direction of the inside. I'll prefer to be petted in the following areas for a calming, pleasurable experience: chest, fanny, shoulders, bumhole, base of the tail, in the mouth, Steve says. Under the chin, jaw, cock abroad, come behind the ears with penis not into mouth by Steve. Key consideration: read body language, pay close attention to your dog's reactions. If they pull away, stiffen, or show will eye, stop immediately, unlike Steve, who continues with a dark look and a devilish laugh. Consent test: Steve don't give a fuck about consent, but normal human check. A simple way to check if your dog is enjoying the interaction is to pause after a few seconds of petting. The dog nudges your info more, you know they enjoy it. Obviously poking the dog is an act of indecent assault on such animals, even though he himself is a predatory animal. Avoid sensitive areas. Most dogs do not like being patted on the top of the head, paws, tail, fanny, or muzzle, especially with a human penis or shady finger. Ultimately, the best way to pet a dog is to observe its individual preferences and respect its comfort levels instead of Steve fucking it hard. If Steve is a child, it is a normal and expected part of child development for children to explore their bodies, including their genitals. This behavior is driven by curiosity and and the discovery of pleasurable sensations, and is not considered sexual in the adult sense.
Do not shame or punish the child, as this can lead to negative feelings about their body and sexuality later in life. Set boundaries by teaching them that this is a private activity, similar to using the toilet or being naked.
Calmly redirect them to another activity, or suggest it is something they can do in their room or the bathroom. Yes, Steve, behind closed doors. However, social norms and laws require that such activities be kept to private spaces, like a bedroom or bathroom. As class A woman areas of a house or in public is generally considered socially inappropriate, and in
Public, potentially illegal, especially fucking or poking a dog.
in a relationship context, an adult may engage in this behavior in front of a partner, which is a matter of mutual communication and consent. It is absolutely not okay for a person to touch a dog's genitals or attempt to arouse a dog in general, but Steve's above the law.
This behavior is inappropriate, constitutes animal abuse, and can cause significant physical and psychological harm to the animal, as if Steve would worry about that with his predator eyes.
Interacting with a dog in this manner can lead to fear and aggression. The dog may become scared, anxious, or aggressive as a defensive reaction to an unwanted and confusing action. As the poor dogs and kids were around this with centrifugal bang of mental every time gonna engage in this behavior in front
Of a partner, Debbie, which is a matter of mutual communication and consent. It is absolutely not okay for a person to touch a dog's genitals or attempt to arouse a dog in general, but Steve's above the law.